Welcome to the deep dive. Today, May 8th, 2025, we're really digging into the market action, especially through the lens of technical analysis. Good stuff for you traders and investors out there.
Yeah, absolutely. We're pulling from Grok Trade summary today.
Right, and the idea is to, cut through the noise and find those key bits about momentum, potential entry points, that kind of thing.
Okay, so let's jump in. What did Grok Trade show for the big picture, the main indices?
Well, it was actually a pretty strong day overall. You had the S&P 500 up 0.70%.
Okay.
Dow Jones also gained 0.69%. NASDAQ did even better, up 1.03%.
A full percent, nice. And the Russell?
Oh, the Russell 2000 really jumped, up 1.9%. That's often a sign traders are feeling a bit more risk on, right, with the small caps.
Exactly. That's a significant move.
Yeah.
Now, for the technical folks listening,
Yeah.
where did things land relative to key levels, like moving averages?
Good question. So the S&P 500, it got close to its 200-day moving average. Really close.
But didn't break it.
Didn't break it. Grok Trade called it cautious optimism. It's like testing the waters of that long-term trend line.
Right. A failure there could suggest, resistance is still holding firm. That's a key spot to watch.
Definitely. But the Dow, interestingly, it closed above its 50-day moving average.
Okay. That's generally seen as more bullish, at least in the shorter term.
Yeah, and you pair that with the Russell's pop, maybe suggests a bit more confidence creeping in.
Could be. And the NASDAQ. Similar story to the S&P on the 200-day.
Pretty much. It actually touched its 200-day during the day.
Intraday cap.
But fell back to close below it. So those 200-day levels on the S&P and NASDAQ are like major battlegrounds right now.
Absolutely. Grok Trade is right to flag them. Confirmation above those levels would be significant.
Yeah.
So for you traders, how does this fit your setups? Are you looking for that breakout or maybe playing a potential rejection?
Good food for thought. Now, shifting gears a bit, what about the economic side? The Fed was in the background?
Yeah, the Fed decided to hold interest rates steady. And Chair Powell kind of gave off that wait-and-see vibe again.
And the market seemed to like that stability.
It did, initially. Gave things a bit of a lift. But, there's still that underlying caution. Trade negotiations, economic uncertainty. It hasn't vanished.
Speaking of trade, wasn't there some news? US-UK.
Oh, right. Bloomberg reported a US-UK tariff agreement. That definitely helped ease some trade tensions today. Probably contributed to the gains we saw.
So even with no major data releases, you've got Fed policy and these trade headlines really steering the ship.
Definitely. Macro factors always provide that crucial context alongside the charts. You got to watch both.
Okay, let's talk crypto. Because, wow, some big moves there.
Big is right. Bitcoin jumped, what, 4.46%?
Yeah, solid move. But Ethereum up almost 17%.
17, that's crypto for you. Grok Trade often warns about Bitcoin's speed, right? How fast it can move.
And you often see that when Bitcoin pumps, other cryptos tend to follow, sometimes even more dramatically, like ETH today.
It's true. It shows a really strong risk-on sentiment over in the crypto space, maybe even stronger than in stocks right now.
But like Grok Trade emphasizes, it comes with massive volatility. You need to be nimble if you're playing in that sandbox.
For sure. And it just highlights how different asset classes can behave, different drivers, different risk profiles. Important for diversification.
Definitely. Lastly, Grok Trade also mentioned something about a mentorship program they offer.
Yeah, they did. It sounds focused on traders who are really results driven. Part-timers, maybe people aiming to go full-time.
And the hook seems to be personalized coaching from mentors with, get this, over 40 years combined experience.
That's a lot of market time. They mentioned focusing on evidence-based strategies.
Right, and hands-on stuff like technical analysis, specific trade setups, and crucially, risk management.
And they have this interesting angle about ongoing support until you recoup the tuition, plus potentially being cheaper than some big names.
Yeah, that part stood out. Plus, joining a smaller community could be really valuable for someone wanting to seriously level up their trading game.
So maybe something for you listening to consider. Could that kind of targeted guidance and accountability help you reach your trading goals faster, make you more consistent?
Good question. Okay, let's quickly recap Grok Trade's snapshot for today. S&P 500, Dow, NASDAQ all rallied.
Gains around 0.7% for S&P and Dow, over 1% for NASDAQ.
Russell 2000 soared 1.9%. Bitcoin jumped over 4%. Ethereum exploded nearly 17%.
Well, gold and silver slid back quite a bit.
All fueled by steady Fed rates and some tariff optimism.
Okay, so here's a final thought to chew on. Given these strong moves, especially towards those key technical levels like the 200-day MAs, what new strategies or maybe areas for research pop into your mind? How might you play potential sustained bullishness Or conversely, how do you prepare if volatility kicks back in?